Welcome to the Comedy MX Classic Comedy Channel. Classic as in Laurel and Hardy, our gang, Buster Keaton, and Charlie Chaplin.
Thank you, boys. Where you be when I need you?
Right here.
Okay.
I told you not to make that last payment.
Laugh Out Loud comedy, as in cartoons, TV shows, features galore, or the campy giant claw. Chuckle and guffaw the night away as you binge watch CMX Classic Comedies.
Bob, stop that pace.
All right, Judy, but it just isn't fair.
Well, then do something about it.
Okay, I will today, but it just isn't fair. I've had this Notary Public Commission 2 weeks now, and nothing's happened. The only reason I worked so hard to get it was Mr. Thacker said if I got it, I'd get a raise. Well, I got it. Nothing's happened.
You've got to make something happen.
Oh, yes, I know, Judy.
I know. Your seal might expire, and then where would you
Oh,
be?
no, that's not it. The seal doesn't expire until 1956.
Well, then stop pacing and start doing. Just walk right up to Mr. Thackeray and look him straight in the eyes.
Straight in the eyes. Come in here. Julie! Boy, I sure stared him down.
McCutcheon called me at the house this morning and canceled our appointment for this evening.
What happened?
Oh, his fiancée was planning a big announcement party at his home this weekend, and the man who was supposed to run it walked out on it. Now, McCutcheon doesn't want me to come over because his fiancée is too upset.
Well, then why don't you get a catering expert for them? They'll appreciate it, and it'll make it that much easier for you to close the deal.
That's a great idea. This McCutcheon deal just must go through, or all my options will expire. Hello? Mr. McCutcheon? Thackeray, I just had a brilliant idea. Suppose I send a man over to help your fiancée plan her party for tomorrow night. No trouble at all. Yeah, he's just what you need, an expert. Been at it for years. All right, I'll set it up. Goodbye.
He sounds great, Mr. Thackeray. Who is this caterer?
Who's the caterer? I don't know. It was your idea. Get me somebody quick.
Heavens, that was quite a build-up. I'd better go downtown to an agency and interview prospects so we can be sure to get the very best caterer they have.
No, I can't spare you. Who was that in your office when I came through?
Bob.
Beanblossom? Just the man. Beanblossom.
Yes, sir?
Beanblossom, I want you to go downtown to the
Caldwell Agency. That's the best.
the Caldwell Agency.
Caldwell Agency.
Now, you're to interview some men who cater and run big parties. Julie will phone now and arrange everything, so when you get there, they'll be expecting you. Now, Bob, I want you to be sure and pick out the very best man. Be particular. Get someone with a lot of charm, culture, background, and experience. You understand?
Charm, culture, background, experience. Yes, sir. I'll see that they have it.
Don't fail me. And furthermore, I want you back here not later than 3 o'clock. I have 10:25. What time have you?
3:45. You'd like to synchronize your watch with mine? No, I guess not. 10:25 and 14 seconds. Yes, sir.
Bob, promise me, whatever you do, don't do it.
Next. Oh, no, you first, please. Thank you. I'm so sorry. Excuse me. And your name, please?
Duval. Pépé Duval.
Your middle name?
Henri Pierre-André Louis-Jacques Saint-Germain.
No middle name. Tell me, Mr. Duval.
Pardon. Duval. Duval.
Duval. Have you ever been in charge of big parties?
Oh, monsieur, that is an insult. Bonsoir.
Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize. Anyone can see you've been in charge of big parties. Tell me, were they successful?
Oh, monsieur.
I didn't mean it. Well, won't you sit down, please? Now, tell me, Mr. Duval.
Pardon. Duval. Duval.
Duval. When you're in charge of big parties, after they're all over, are the people who hired you perfectly, please. Mr. Duval. Duval. If it's all right with you, if you have no objections, why don't you just tell me about the last big party you ran? That is, if it's all right with you, if you have no objections.
Oh, my last party. Of course. I can still envision. Wish you had been there. I had our kids everywhere.
Excuse me, I didn't quite get that.
I said I had our kids everywhere.
You brought the children along?
Mais non, monsieur, our kids, a flower, monsieur.
Oh, the flower.
Oh, I had our kids everywhere. It cost a fortune. Oh, and there was the orchestra. 23 pieces, all playing together. 2 harps. Boom, boom, bing, 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 bing. And 12 violins. La, 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 la. And the buffet, it was formidable. Yes. Caviar, faisan, turkey, and a cake. A layer cake, 8-layer cake, in the shape of an automobile, because the host, he owned parking lots. That was his business, parking lots. And they drank and they ate, and the champagne, and the dancing, and the champagne, and the music, and the drinking, and the champagne. It was my best party.
Ah, it sounds wonderful. Well, there's nothing like a good party, I always say. Reminds me, right after the war, a bunch of fellas and myself got together, and we threw a weenie bake. That was...
Winnipeg, monsieur. Oh, vous avez le culot to compare the greatest party of the year to the Winnipeg? Pouh! Oh, je voudrais vous dire en anglais ce que je pense de vous en français. I beg your pardon? I wish I could tell you in English what I think of you in French.
You forgot your hat. Huh? I mean, won't you wait outside with the others? You might be the one I pick. It shouldn't take long, believe me.
Monsieur, you have insulted me, but I need the money. I'll wait.
Thank you.
Oh, la la.
La la. Next.
Supposed to be here at 3 o'clock. It's now 7. Where is he?
I don't know. When I phoned the Caldwell agency at 3 o'clock, they said that the interview room was empty and he must have left.
If I lose this percussion deal on account of him, I'll... Where is he?
Well, I've got it. No Sorrentino, because the percussion would never go for pizza, and not Kostelitz, because bratwurst is too heavy and would cause the conversation to drag. No, it's Duval. Duval. Henri Pierre-André Louis-Jacques Saint-Germain Duval. Pepe. That's the one. Frère Jacques, dormez-vous, sanalevatina, ding danton, ding danton.
Yes? Thank goodness. Where have you been, Bob?
Where have I been? Well, right here at the Caldwell agency, of course.
We've been trying to reach you for the last 3 hours.
You see, I told them not to put through any calls. I've been right here interviewing the best men in the business, and I found the man.
He's found the man. I knew all the time you'd get him. Bob, what's he like? May I talk with him?
Well, his name is Pepe Duval, plus a lot of other names, of course. He's a great French caterer. If you'll just hold on a minute, Miss Thackeray, I'll let you talk to him. Monsieur Duval? Monsieur Duval? Just a second, Miss Thackeray. Monsieur Duval? Monsieur Duval? Monsieur Duval? Where'd everybody go? It's only... Oh, my gosh. I thought it was only 1:35 and it's 5 minutes past 7. I'll kill myself. I really will. I'll kill myself. That's one satisfaction Mr. Thackeray's not going to get. Or maybe by... Yes. Oui. Henri Pierre André Louis Jacques Saint-Germain de Val. Pepe. Hello? Hello? This is Pepe Duval.
I'll get it, Harry.
Henri Pierre André Louis Jacques Saint-Germain de Val. You, madame, may call me Pepe.
You're the man Mr. Thackeray sent over to arrange my party tomorrow night?
Oui.
Oh, well, come in, come in. I'm Margot. You and I have a lot to do, and I'd like to get started right away.
But of course, of course.
How interesting. My first 2 husbands were French, you know. I'll take your things. I'm sure the party will be quite a success with you in charge.
Ah, oui, madame, wonderful. I should never forget my last party. Our kids. Everywhere, our kids.
You mean you had your children along?
Please, madame, our kids, the flower.
Oh, orchids.
And the Alps. Everywhere the Alps. Ping, plang, pong. And the clarinets. Of course, the clarinets sound just like the Alps. And the violins. 95 violins playing zing-a-zang-a-zong. The party costs the fortune. And that, of course, is what you have.
Harry, darling, this is Mr. Pepe Duval, the famous entrepreneur.
Entrepreneur.
I'm sure everything's going to work out just fine. He seems perfect. He was just telling me about his last party.
Was it any good?
Very good. If monsieur is interested, you have just insulted the great Duval. Pooh!
Well, he's right, Harry. What a horrible thing to say. Apologize to Mr. Duval.
What for? I think the whole party idea is ridiculous anyway.
You heard me, didn't you, Harry?
Of course I heard you. Do you think I'm... All right, I apologize.
All I can say, monsieur, is oui.
Oh, I'm sorry. I seem to have mussed your hair. I'll fix it. Come
no.
here, let me.
No! My foot!
Peasant.
That's right.
Not him, Harry, you. Why don't you watch where you're walking? Everyone says you need stronger glasses.
Why don't I watch where I'm walking? He stepped on my... You saw... Oh, all right. I apologize.
What I can say, monsieur, is oui.
You know, Pepe, this is our announcement party. The man who was here before you ordered all the food, but there's still time for some last-minute changes.
Well, I shall never forget my last party. The cake. The cake in the form of the automobile. You see, the host owns the parking lots. Monsieur Macatillon, what business do you do?
I'm a wholesale butcher.
The wholesale butcher. In that case, this I cannot see or envision.
And I cannot envision you getting paid. You're a caterer. Well, Kate.
Entrepreneur.
Ignore him, Pepe. I understand creative people. Certain things you cannot force.
Where are my glasses? What did you do with my glasses?
He never knows. I've ordered 12 pair for all over the house.
Ah! Now I envision the pork chop. The cake in the form of the pork chop. Avec pants. Formal pants, of course.
Épatant! Divine!
Ah, madame, crazy.
Well, that must be Mr. Thackeray.
Monsieur Thackeray here, now?
And why not?
I'll let him in.
This could not be perhaps the great Max Thackeray?
No, this could be perhaps the great Willis Thackeray, the guy that sent you over here.
Oh, that guy. I can hardly wait to meet him.
Well, how are things progressing, Mr. McCutcheon? Is my man Duval around? I'd like to say hello to him.
Well, he was here just a minute ago.
Fine fellow, Duval.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, he'll never let you down. I picked him out myself, personally.
Do you want me to go find him for you?
No, don't bother. We'll see him soon enough. Let's close the deal first.
All right. Where are my glasses? Can you see my glasses anyway?
Oh, are these the ones?
Oh, yeah. Thanks. All right. Oh, wait a minute. If we want to close this deal tonight, we've got to have this thing notarized.
Yes. We should have a notary. Beanblossom.
Well, let's put this off until tomorrow. With Duval here,
No, don't worry. I'll have a notary here before you know it. I'll call him at his home, that is, if you don't mind. Where's your phone?
Right over there.
Thank you.
Hello?
Hello, Bob, my boy. Standing by, always ready. That's what I like.
Mr. Thackeray, there's something I have to explain to you. It's very...
Whatever it is, Bob, it can wait. Get right over to 357 North Ridgeway Drive and bring your notary public seal.
But, Mr. Thackeray, I think you better listen. It's more serious than...
Beanblossom, not now. You can tell me when you get here. And I want you to get here right now.
Peppy, I've been looking all over for you. Mr. Thackeray wants to say hello. Come on.
Madame, wait. Madame, do you mind if I ask you a question personnelle?
Well, I don't mind at all. Call me Margot.
Margot, can you get out of this house through the kitchen?
Yes.
Bye.
Peppy.
Madame, please. Madame, please. Madame, please.
Hello, pork chop.
Monsieur Holsel Butcher, what do you intimate? I am teach Madame the French tango for the party tomorrow night. Madame.
Duval, have you and my fiancée made any headway?
Duval? You? Please, monsieur. Only Pierre-André Louis-Jacques Saint-Germain Duval. But you, monsieur, may call me Pepe.
Oh, no.
Oui, monsieur.
Oh, Mr. Thackeray, I want to thank you again for sending us Peppy. He has some amazing ideas.
Yes. Amazing.
Thackeray, how soon will that notary get here? Well, Thackeray, speak up. When will that notary get here?
Could I have a glass of water, please? I don't feel so well.
Ah, monsieur, I get it for you in the kitchen. Madame.
Peppy! Peppy! Peppy!
You look terrible, Thackeray. Don't you think you ought to go home?
Home, yes. I'll go home.
Yeah, but I don't think you should drive, though.
That's right. I shouldn't drive.
No. Say, I envision an idea. Duval will drive you home. Oh, that must be the notary.
Oh, that's wonderful. Beanblossom.
Yeah. Well, I'll let him in.
Oh, how do you do? I'm Beanblossom, the notary.
Oh, come on in, Beanblossom. I'll take your hat and coat.
I'll wear them if you don't mind. I'm quite cold. Retains the body heat, you know.
Oh, all right. Come on in. Thackeray's in the living room.
Thank you.
How did you get here so soon?
Well, I didn't have to drive back to the office. I always carry my notary seal with me. Aware of the papers, I'm afraid I'm going to have to leave soon.
Never mind about that. Thackeray here isn't feeling very well. You and I can close that deal, and Duval will drive Thackeray home.
Oh, that's fine. I mean, why bother? Why bother Mr. Duval, that is? I'll be glad to drive Mr. Thackeray home myself.
Have it your way. Give me the papers.
Okay.
Your signature right there, Mr. McCutcheon. Beanblossom can notarize it, and that'll be that.
Harry, Oh, pardon me. Harry, I can't find Peppy anywhere. You don't think he's left? Because if he has, I'll...
Thackeray, if that Frenchman you sent over here walks out the night before Margot's party, there's no deal.
Oh, he'll be back, I'm sure. He's extremely dependable. If we could just sign the papers now, we can all go look for him.
But I want him now. There's a lot that he and I have to finish. Well, about the party. If my party isn't a success tomorrow night, I don't know what I'll do.
I'll get her some water. I know where it is.
Peppy, where have you been? I couldn't find you. I looked all over.
Ah, but did you look in the kitchen?
Yes?
Did you look in the bar?
Yes?
Did you look in the garden?
No.
No wonder else, that's where I was. I love to walk among the flowers and talk with them. This is where I get my inspiration.
Uh-huh. Then let's you and I walk in the garden. There's still so much for us to do about the party.
She's right, Thackeray. We still have to straighten out this crazy party business. Let's sign these papers and get that out of the way. Now, where's the pen?
Ah, Monsieur la Pepe. Pepe thinks of everything, the bold point.
Come along, Peppy. The party. Let's go into the garden and get the inspiration.
Please, madame, not now.
Where's that notary now? Where's Beanblossom?
Please, madame, now. Margot,
Yes.
I have the idea magnifique. You wait in the garden, and I go into the kitchen and mix for you and me the drink. Exotic.
Oh, Peppy. How romantic. In the garden. Now, don't be long. I'll be there. Waiting.
Thackeray, I don't follow this. Where's Beanblossom?
Right there.
Where?
Right here, sir.
Well, come on, let's notarize this thing and get it over with. Here, let me help you, Beanblossom. You need new glasses. Now what?
Duval, eh?
Duval. Duval.
Mr. Thackeray, I'm terribly worried about Bob. He didn't come back to the office, and he's not at home.
Bob who?
Bob Beanblossom.
He's right there.
Where?
There.
What's going on here?
Harry, I can't find Peppy again.
Not now, doll. I'm talking business.
Well, I'm talking business, too. As soon as you finish with Mr. Beanblossom here, I'd like for him to help me find Monsieur Duval.
Oh, he'll be more than glad to oblige. Won't you, Beanblossom?
Oh, more than. I mean, yes, sir.
Yeah. Well, now, run along, doll. Okay, now let's get on with this notarizing. Where do I sign?
Right there, sir.
There we are.
Now me. There. Whose pen? Oh, it's mine.
I'll see that Mr. Duval gets it.
Okay, then that's that, huh?
Yes, it certainly is. Well, we'll be running along. Beanblossom, Julie.
Just a moment. Mr. Beanblossom promised to help me find Monsieur Duval. In the garden, Mr. Beanblossom.
Mr. Thackeray, I think Julie better help me go find Monsieur Duval, too.
Yes, I think so, too. Go ahead, Julie.
Bob, what is all this?
Julie, under all this is Pepe Duval, the caterer.
You mean you... You know, you seem to become entangled in these things quite innocently. But I notice you always wind up with a girl.
Something over which I have very little control, Julie.
Yes, I've noticed that, too.
Oh, Mr. Beanblossom.
Yes, I know. The garden. Julie, this is for Thackeray Realty Company in the future. Something over which I have absolutely no control.
You're a sly one, Beanblossom.
Oh, you know.
And a suave one.
Thanks for not giving me away.
It was a pleasure. And I enjoyed every second of Monsieur Duval.
Mr. Beanblossom, this also is for Thackeray Realty Company and the future. Something over which I have absolutely no control. Hey.
As a real estate agent, I come into contact with many, many interesting people. But the gentleman standing behind me is perhaps the most fascinating I've ever been privileged to meet. He's the Count de Mallorca, a wealthy, traveled cosmopolitan, and insanely jealous. In case you're as interested as I am in why the Count wants to kill me, let me take you back to this room 48 hours ago. I had just rented one of our most expensive listings, and as I pointed out the features to my client, Marcia Pierce, the internationally known sculptress, a strange thing happened. I was being admired. I realized Miss Pierce was surveying me with a professional eye, but nevertheless, I felt rather ill at ease.
A little higher, Mr. Beanblossom. I want to see the entire cast. Oh, very nice. Very nice indeed.
All right, fellas. Haven't you ever seen a man standing on a box before?
Your shoulders are rather interesting, Mr. Beanblossom.
Yeah.
May I?
Well, yes, I guess.
My, you're deceiving, Mr.
Yes, I
Beanblossom.
am a little deceived.
You must have been very athletic in college.
Yes, I'm pretty ticklish, too.
Oh, no, no. Yes. I think you'll do.
Oh, well,
Although I would have preferred a slightly more mature-looking model for the statue I have in mind.
look, Miss... Model? You don't want me to pose for you, do you?
I can hardly wait to get my hands into the clay.
Into the clay. Well, thank you very much for the honor, Miss Pierce. But if you're searching for a more mature-looking model, maybe I can find somebody for you.
How interesting. Who?
Who? Yeah, that is interesting, isn't it? Yeah, Mr. Thackeray. That's it. Willis P. Thackeray. You see, he owns the Thackeray Realty Company. That's where I work.
Is Mr. Thackeray handsome?
Handsome? Oh, yes. Just like a Greek god. One of the more elderly Greek gods, of course. And I've got a hunch he'd get a big kick out of you, too, because you're his type.
He does sound interesting.
Oh, yes, he is. He is. You'll meet him when you come over to sign the lease.
Fine.
Yeah, the phone's right over here.
Hello? Yes, this is Miss Pierce. Yes, I'll hang on.
How's 2 o'clock at the office this afternoon, huh?
2 o'clock.
Good, I'll see you. Oh, very funny.
Hello? Hello?
Hello, my darling.
Ramon.
Count Ramon de Mallorca, whom you thought you would never hear from again. I'm not easily cast aside.
How did you find out where I was?
Detectives, my little flower. Your every move has been followed since you left Lisbon 2 weeks ago.
I told you we were through.
Are we, Marshal? Remember what I told you? If there is ever another man, I will kill him.
Don't bother to buy that plane ticket. When you call, I won't be in.
I will be there in 24 hours. And by the way, the gentleman in Madrid, the one who posed for you,
What about him?
his skull fracture is healing nicely.
How much a day is he paying you to spy on me?
20 a day, Nola.
You may go.
Yes, ma'am.
Hello, Julie.
Hi, Bob.
Well, Julie, guess what?
Guess what? Well, you're smiling?
Yeah.
And happy?
Yeah.
I'd say you rented the house.
Julie, I'm talking about romance.
Romance?
Julie, I could just see it now. Boy meets sculptress. He poses for her. They fall madly in love.
In solid stone.
There's wedding bells. Honeymoon in Hawaii.
Bob, what about me?
You? Oh, I don't think Mr. Thackeray wants you to go with them.
Mr. Thackeray?
Who do you think I'm talking about?
Oh. Well, Bob, if I were you, I'd be pretty careful about trying to marry Mr. Thackeray off. That's gotten you into trouble before.
Look, Julie, the best favor I could possibly do, Mr. Thackeray, would...
Julie, these are all ready to file now. Bob, to clean up the deal on that rental?
Clean up yet? Yes, Miss Pierce has moved in and she's not married.
Naturally, she's not married if her name is Miss Pierce.
Pierce. Marcia Pierce. Isn't that a beautiful name, Mr. Thackeray?
How much rent did you get, Bob?
Rent? Yes, uh-huh. Well, she's a sculptress and she's very attractive.
An artist. That means slow pay.
Oh, she'll be here in a few minutes to sign the papers, Mr. Thackeray, and you just wait till you see her.
Robert, would you mind stepping into my office for a moment? This may be hard for you to understand, but I am a confirmed bachelor. My greatest joy is getting out on a golf course and trying valiantly to break 90.
Oh, I know, Mr. Thackeray. Think how much happier you'd be married. You'd be happy on the inside then.
My insides are happy now, Bob.
Oh, Mr. Thackeray, you'd be so much more even-tempered. You wouldn't be so nasty around the, unreasonable, hard to get, Bravo. Yes, sir.
What are you trying to do, son? Get on the good side of me?
Oh, Mr. Thackeray, it's no use pretending.
Miss Pierce is here.
Mr. Thackeray, it's fate. Just when you're dying to meet her, here she is. Set her in, Julie. Now, brace yourself, sir.
Bob, try and understand. All I want in life is a vaulting chip shot.
Yes, sir.
A deadly accurate putt. A smashing drive off into the blue.
Good afternoon. Is everything ready for me?
Yes, everything. Miss Pierce, I'd like you to know the head of our firm, Mr.
Thackeray. Willis Thackeray. How perfectly charming to meet you, Miss Pierce.
How do you do, Mr. Thackeray?
Mr. Thackeray was just on his way out for a game of golf. Perhaps we could persuade him to stay a moment.
What are you talking about, Bob? Never could stand the game.
Really? I think golf is wonderful for developing the shoulder muscles.
Oh, golf. Love the game. Love it. Play it all the time.
Oh, Mr. Thackeray's quite plenty tight. I know you'll hate me for mentioning it, but around the clubhouse, he's known as Muscles Thackeray.
I am? Oh, yes, I am. It's just a silly nickname.
Muscles Thackeray, how appropriate. He does look a lot like a Greek god.
Yes. Yes, it never occurred to me before. He does a little, doesn't he?
Well, now about the lease. Why don't you trot out and get it, Robert?
Right here, sir.
Oh, got it. Well, $300 seems like a lot of money for that house. Now, if you think it's a little too... I'd be glad to...
Oh, I thought the rental was very fair.
Oh, yes, sir, very fair.
Well, then suppose I knock out the north wall and put in solid glass to improve the light.
Oh, no, the light in the studio is very good.
Oh, yes, sir, very good.
Yes.
Well, I guess I'll just trot back to work, if you don't mind.
You know, Miss Pierce... Oh, Miss Pierce...
Marcia.
Julie, it worked. He fell for her like a ton of brick.
That'll make a nice-looking statue. Well, I just hope nothing goes wrong.
Goes wrong? Julie, what could possibly go wrong? What could go wrong? I'll never forget those words. The next 24 hours were a happy, carefree song of love, played to a counterpoint of doom. Mr. Thackeray changed overnight from a hard-headed businessman to a madcap playboy. The world was his oyster, and Marcia was his pearl. They sang, they danced, and the night was filled with music. And then... Mr. Thackeray posed for Marcia, a gladiator alone. His classic profile and magnificent torso cried to be captured, and she captured it all right. Yes, Mr. Thackeray was in love. Oh, no.
I don't believe it.
Oh. What's he doing now? Delivering milk?
Morning, kiddies.
Morning,
Morning,
Mr.
Mr.
Thackeray.
Thackeray.
Well, where'd you get the half pint? I mean the foreign car.
Marcia picked it out for me. Like the outfit?
Oh, simply lovely.
Oh, yes, a dazzling spectacle, Miss Thackeray. Does it light up at night?
Here you are, Mama. Better now? Well, I guess I better go into my office. This is going to be a busy, busy morning.
Well, Julie, Cupid seems to have flung his arrow, and it's pierced Mr. Thackeray. Pierce, get it? Marcia Pierce? You wear these.
Come in, Bobo.
Mr. Thackeray, I got some pretty good nibbles on the Landon house this morning, sir.
Oh, that's interesting. What's the Landon house, Bob?
The Landon house? The what? The one we've been trying to sell for so long, sir.
Oh, don't bother me with business, Bobo. I'm in love. And I think she likes me, too.
Well, Mr. Thackeray, how can you miss? You have wit, a winning smile, and a set of rippling muscles that just won't stop.
Yes. Marcia says I'm the finest model she's ever had. She says at last she's found her Adonis.
For who? Oh, yes, that's you. Let me help you with that, Mr.
Oh, thank you, Bobby. A little stiff it.
You got a good grip.
Yep. Oh, fine. Thank you. Back to work, Bobble.
How do you do? Can I help? Wait a minute. You're the moving man.
I'm a private eye. She okay?
That's Mr. Thackeray's secretary.
Thackeray, that's the guy. He's in for plenty of trouble.
Mr. Thackeray?
I ain't usually a stool pigeon, but when I took this job, I didn't think I was going to get involved in a murder.
Moiter?
That's why I dropped by today. His girlfriend's boyfriend's on his way here from New York. A fellow named the Count of de Mallorca.
The Count of de Mallorca? No.
Yeah. Get the word to the old boy, will you? I got a weak stomach about two things. Murder and stepping on ants. Boy, what a crazy gladiator he makes.
Did you hear what he said?
Julie, I want you to order the biggest box of flowers in town. Now, let me see. What would be appropriate?
How about lilies, sir?
Lilies. Why should I be sending lilies to the woman I love?
Well, I wasn't thinking of Miss Pierce, sir.
Well, who else would I be buying flowers for?
Well, I wasn't thinking of flowers you'd be buying, sir.
I got it. Carnations. A mixed bouquet. Snow white and blood red.
Red blood. Oh.
Thackeray Realty Company. Oh, just a moment, please. It's Miss Pierce, sir.
Hold that. Hello, Venus. This is your Adonis. Of course, darling. Oh, the hours away from you are unbearable. Every time I close my eyes, I see your beautiful face before me. Oh, stop staring at me. No, not you, Marcia, dear. Of course, I'm still your muscles. Just a minute, darling. I'll take this call in my office. Mr. Beanblossom.
Well, Julie, at least if he has to go, he'll go happy. A smile on his lips, a song in his heart, and a knife in his back.
We just tell Mr. Thackeray the truth. That she has a jealous boyfriend.
Oh, Julie, he'd never forgive us for breaking his heart. Besides, there's an off chance he might turn brave and get killed. A jealous lover. Julie, get me the best theatrical agency in town on the phone.
Theatrical agency?
Yeah. Don't you see? I'll hire an actor to impersonate a jealous lover. He'll pretend to be the Count de Mallorca, and he'll scare Mr. Thackeray away from Marcia before the real Count can get here.
Almost 5, Bob. I'm leaving.
I wonder what happened to that actor.
Oh, we'll give him a chance.
I'll give him 5 minutes. If he doesn't show up, he'll lose the job.
Yes, and think of what Mr. Thackeray will lose.
Oh, yeah. I better wait, hadn't I?
Well, call me if you need me.
Yeah, okay. Good night, Julie.
Good night.
Good afternoon.
Well, it's about time.
I wish to speak to Mr. Thackeray.
No. No. You do not wish to speak to Mr. Thackeray. You wish to speak to me. I'm the one who called.
You called?
Yes, I'm Mr. Beanblossom. I called for an actor of your type. Now, let me see. Yes, you'll do. You'll do very nicely.
Excuse me, sir. What is this all about?
Oh, yes. Well, it's all very simple. You're to play the part of a jealous lover, and your name will be the Count de Mallorca.
You wish me to be the Count de Mallorca?
Well, yes, best you can. I want to throw a scare into my boss, Mr. Thackeray. Now, I'll take you over to Miss Pierce's house this evening.
Miss Pierce?
Yeah, Pierce, Marcia Pierce, that's her name. Now, don't forget that. And when Miss Pierce and Mr. Thackeray come in from their date...
They are having a date?
I'll say they are. And this will be a perfect time for you to walk in... Now, get this. For you to walk in and tell Mr. Thackeray... if he doesn't stay away from Marcia, you'll kill him.
You'll die like a dog.
Like a dog. If you don't mind a suggestion, could you keep the acting a little less hammy? You know, none of this. That is, if you want the part.
I want the part, yes. I want it very badly.
Good. Now, about your money.
We'll talk about money later. And I'll meet your Mr. Thackeray tonight.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm curious. What is the reason you are doing this to him?
Well, because I'm his best friend.
Oh. What his enemies must be doing to him?
No, you don't understand. You see, this whole mess is my fault. I encouraged Mr. Thackeray to fall in love with Marcia.
Oh, you are the one.
Yes, that's right. I'll just write down these names so you can memorize them. Die like a dog. That's not bad. But just try to make it a little more realistic. Mr. Thackeray's nobody's fool, you know. This is Miss Pierce's workroom. She's a sculptress, as you can see.
Yes, I know.
You know?
Yes, I've heard of her. Excellent. She still has my weapon collection.
Your weapon collection?
What I mean is, a woman does not collect this sort of thing. Must have been given to her by her lover, this Count de,
Mallorca. De Mallorca. You gotta get the names right, you know.
You have.
Say, wait a minute. You just gave me an idea. After you give Mr. Thackeray a thorough tongue lashing, suppose you challenge him to a duel. This'll show him you really mean business.
Mr. Beanblossom, how grateful I am for the opportunity. Never have things been arranged so nicely.
Yeah. Now, we've got a few minutes left before they come. Suppose we just rehearse it.
That will not be necessary.
Listen, this is my idea, and we're going to rehearse it.
Very well.
Now, you'll be hiding in that closet over there. And then Marcia and Mr. Thackeray will come through
Then
here.
I jump out and I'll kill him.
Look. Just wait, relax. Just let me show you how it works. Now, I'm Mr. Thackeray. Just watch. Ah, Marcia, my darling. Alone at last. Out of the maddening throng and into this little oasis of love and art.
No, I kill him.
Hold it, look. He hasn't even got her coat off yet. Now, you just... The coat. Now, I can't stand it another moment. Kiss me. Kiss me, my darling.
Take your hands from that woman.
You gotta give him more rope. Give him time. Wait. Where was I? Oh, yes, here's the coat. Now, Marcia, tell me that I'm the only man you have loved. Oh, yes, of course you are. Then marry me, my darling. Marry me. All right, this is it. This is where you do it.
That's not the way I would do it at all.
Yeah, I was afraid of that.
Look, I show you.
Well, They're coming. Come on.
I had a wonderful time, Willis.
Did you, Marcia? I'm so glad.
And now to work.
Would you mind changing into your costume right away, Willis? Behind the screen.
Be with you in a jiffy, my sweet. Oh, darling, you look so lovely this evening by candlelight.
Silly boy. You should have eaten your dinner instead of looking at me all the time.
A boy in love is never hungry.
I'll kill him now. More roll.
How are you coming along, Willis?
All ready. Your gladiator awaits, my dear.
Your hair is wrong. Do you have a comb?
Yeah. Not on me.
I'll get one.
Anyone for the arena?
So! Oh, please. Robert, please, no violence. I'm sorry, Mr. Thacker. I tried to stop him, but it was just no use.
You are her new lover.
Lover? Who is he? Who are you?
I'll show you,
Hey,
Wyatt.
just a minute. Please, Mr. Thacker, if I were you, I'd get out of here right away. This gentleman happens to be Marcia's boyfriend.
Boyfriend?
Yes, sir.
You wish to run away? Don't be silly. I never run away from anything.
I'm happy to hear that.
Who is he?
I told you, it's Marcia's boyfriend. It's very dangerous, Mr. Thacker. We better get out.
No, not me.
Good, they're loaded. Your choice, sir.
Right. You challenging me to a duel?
My honor has been insulted. One of us must die.
You hear that, Mr. Thacker? You can tell he really means business, can't you?
I would kill you without a duel, but I'm a sportsman. You'll be second.
Second. Yeah, I'll be second.
Why, Mr. Beaver. Raymond.
Good evening, my darling.
Wait a minute. You know him?
Ramon de Mallorca.
Don't tell me he's the real Count.
At your disposal, Mr. Beanblossom. Come, my darling, and watch while I remove your latest Adonis.
Stop him! Stop him!
Yeah,
before
stop.
I...
Stop.
Oh, Marcia, darling.
Good.
Marcia.
She better does not see the bloodshed.
Yeah, better she doesn't.
Are you ready, sir?
Ready? Of course I'm ready.
Mr. Thacker, wait a minute. This is all my fault. I'll take your place.
Either one of you. I'm not particular.
No, Robert. I always fight my own duels. Stand back.
I'm sorry, Miss Thackeray. This is my job.
Look! What?
At your disposal, Count.
First, we stand back to back.
Back to back. Well, I trust these sights have been adjusted for windage.
Yeah, perfect.
Perfect.
By the time we count 5, one of us will be dead.
Very sporty. Would you care to count?
Gladly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, by the by, just one shot?
Just one shot.
That's what I thought.
Ready? Aim. Fire.
Well, you know, you missed me.
Your shot, Mr. Beanblossom.
What?
The heart. Please, the heart. I do not wish to linger.
No, I don't think I could, you see.
The heart, Mr. Beanblossom, the heart.
No, you see, you don't understand. I'm just kidding about this.
Fire, you fool!
No, I wouldn't want to
What
fire.
are you waiting for?
Please, must get...
Bubba, what happened? Did he kill me?
No, Mr. Thacker, you're perfectly all right. That is, except for your jaw. You see, that's where I hit you.
You hit me?
Oh, yes, sir. I just had to.
Bob! Bob!
Julie.
Mr. Thackeray, what happened?
No, nothing. Mr. Thackeray isn't feeling very well, that's all.
Bobbo, why did you hit me on the jaw?
Why'd I hit you on it? Well, you see, Mr. Thackeray, I just had to do it for your own good, sir.
For my own good.
Yes. Certainly hope you aren't angry, sir.
Angry? Oh, no. On the contrary, I want to thank you for it.
Oh, well, it's nothing, Mr. Thackeray. Nothing that any red-blooded American real estate...
Just had to blow off steam, Bubbo. You take care of him, Julie. I think he's all right.
He's not only all right, he's wonderful. My hero.